terrible pain in my stomach and I went to the bathroom and there was some spotting.
Okay, you hurting now?
No.
You got any cramps?
No, but the bleeding...
Yeah, that's actually not unusual in the first 6 to 8 weeks of pregnancy. It can be a number of causes, inflammation of the cervix or an infection.
What about a miscarriage or an ectopic pregnancy? Look, I Googled it on the way here.
Oh, yeah, OK. Well, they're all options, but let's just wait until we've done an ultrasound and the blood and urine tests, all right?
Well, how long's that going to take?
I'm afraid you will have to wait. We've had a serious motor vehicle accident and we're flat out at the moment.
But she was bleeding, Karl.
Yeah, I understand, but this is not a life-threatening situation, so you'll have to go to the back of the queue.
Well, I'll try harder next time.
I'm very sorry. We'll get to you as soon as possible.
Hey, what's going on?
If the baby is in
let's
danger...
not get ahead of ourselves, OK?
I feel so helpless.
Feeling better, love?
Oh, well, I'm less upset and now more embarrassed, if that's better.
Well, that's progress.
Oh, let me guess, the party's over.
Look, it was winding down anyway. Georgia filled us in. I'm so sorry. We should have been more sensitive.
You don't have to apologise. God, Vanessa must hate me. I'm such an idiot.
Look, it's not that. You'll probably find this out anyway, but Vanessa started bleeding at the house and they've taken her to the hospital. Nobody knows what's going on, but hopefully she'll be fine.
What, do they know what it could be?
It could be anything.
Yeah, like what, a crazy woman abusing her?
Don't call yourself that, love. As Therese just said, it could be a lot of things.
Or she could miscarry. She could lose the baby.
Jobru Absui. That's Cambodian for g'day.
Graham, I didn't think you were getting back until tomorrow.
I got an early connection.
Well, how was it? How was Mei Ling? Are you jet lagged? Did you bring back anything?
Short answers. Wonderful, great, no, yes. Long answer can wait till later. So what's been happening back here, eh? I saw an auction sign at the front.
Yeah. Vanessa and Lucas are selling, so we might have to move.
What, you mean leave Ramsay Street?
Yeah.
All right, well, just let me know, OK? Well, I've tried everything to get you a bed. I've begged, I've pleaded. I even offered up a free lot of cupcakes.
Well, maybe one of them needs a free car service?
Yeah, I tried that too. No luck. I just can't understand why you can't be treated as a priority.
Because if I am miscarrying, there's nothing anyone can do about it.
So we just stand around here and wait.
It's not like we can take our business elsewhere.
I just wish we had arranged our own obstetrician, at least.
Can we just concentrate on the things we can do? Okay, I've only got one nappy left. Can you go home, get some more nappies, some wipes, maybe a change of clothing and...
Okay, why don't you just take Paddy home?
No. I want my family around me. At least that's something I've got some control over. Please.
Yeah, all right, as long as you sit down and relax.
I'm sitting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, how was your party?
Better afternoons.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Josh has been on Hudson's case all day.
Do you think his mood's affecting Imogen?
I don't know. Why would you say that?
Susan said her marks are down. I'm just trying to think of the reason why.
Oh, she's probably just in a slump. I don't think it's got anything to do with Josh.
But if something was wrong, we'd pick up on it, wouldn't we?
Well, I think so. Why?
Oh, we're just so busy these days.
Yeah, but we always make time for her.
Yeah, but we've also missed things in the past, like her dating Mason.
Yeah, but we had a good talk since then, and she promised us she would come to us if she had a major problem. Look, if you're worried, why don't you just ask her outright? But our daughter is not the shy, retiring type. If she wasn't happy, she would tell us.
Had enough. Yeah, it was harder to get fit the old-fashioned way rather than taking a little pill.
Thought we should talk about tomorrow's training schedule.
Sure.
I want to do some anaerobic threshold work on the bike in the afternoon.
Awesome. Don and I used to do cross-training. It worked really well. Why are we working our legs when we should be working our arms?
We always cross-train.
Yeah, but I don't see what good it's doing. We're freestylers. We should be working the appropriate muscles.
It's for endurance. It increases our lactate threshold. You know this.
Well, I don't have time to waste. It's okay for him. He has nothing to worry about except photo shoots. But I have to go to school.
Well, maybe you'd like to suggest another alternative.
Okay, we do something else.
Like what?
Like something better.
Well, let's hear it then. In that case, for now, we do what I say, right?
The kids at the centre will call me Uncle Lou. Best audience I ever had.
Well, I hope your jokes were clean, Dad.
Or at least funny.
Actually, most of them don't speak English, so to make them laugh, I used all the tricks I used to play on you kids when you were little.
Please tell me you didn't do the frill neck lizard thing.
Oh, yeah, the frill neck lizard.
Yeah, good one, Gramps.
Well, I've got to say, Dad, you look fantastic. You look years younger.
Hey, speaking around you kids, first of all, you moved down from Mount Isa, now Madeline.
Yeah, well, it's great you got a chance to get to know her better.
Yeah, the work she's doing is a real eye-opener, sweetheart. Makes me realise what's important. Family, doing good.
What does doing good mean exactly?
It means I am going to spread goodwill and happiness, starting with presents. Oh, I heard you started sketching again, so these are for you.
Oh, Dad, thank you.
What's this?
That is a Khmer silk scarf. One of the girls at the centre weaved it after school.
Oh, Amber will love it.
Actually, it's for Sheila.
Oh, well, it looks beautiful. But is there anything going on that I should know about, Dad?
Yeah, will I be getting a new step-grandmother?
No. Well, she may be thinking along those lines, but this is to let her down gently.
Well, Dad, back up. Sheila is keen on you?
Well, you were right, Bailey. She has got the hots for me. But the answer will be no. She's not my type. Best to be kind with her.
Yeah.
Where's Dad?
He's taken Hudson out for a coffee. I thought this might be a good time to have a little chat.
I want to go train.
This actually concerns training.
Since when do we talk about that?
Since when you first started acting so unprofessionally.
Because I had a difference of opinion.
You sulked. There's a difference. Look, darling, I'm your mother. I noticed these things. Or was I mistaken? Look, I get why you might have a problem with Hudson. But you need to raise these things with your father directly. And if that's too hard, then you can always come to me. I mean, what is it exactly? Is it the sponsorship, the drugs?
No.
I mean, what could it possibly be?
I don't have a problem with Hudson, okay? It's Dad.
Are you questioning his ability again?
No. It's just when I was training with Don, I realised how much I miss being with Dad.
So what's different now?
Well, it just used to be the two of us. Training was our thing.
Yeah, so now there's two of you.
Yeah. And I understand why, you know, he did what he did, but I don't know. It's just not the same anymore, and it kind of sucks.
I'm clean, I swear it, and I'm happy to take more tests.
There's no need, I believe you.
What is it then? My attitude? You know, my preparation?
You've been completely professional, all right? Josh is the one who's out of line.
He's just never going to get past what happened.
Well, he's going to have to learn.
Or what? You pick me over your own son?
Look, it won't come to that. He'll pull his head in.
Yeah, and what if he doesn't? All right, I've done the toxic work environment before, and I don't want to go back there.
Well, the three of us will just have to sit down and thrash it out.
You really think that'll work with Josh? He's always had a problem with me. He'll just have a problem with you. And I don't want to get between you guys.
Don't worry about our relationship.
No, I've seen what happens when a father and a son can barely speak to each other, and I'm not going to have that on my conscience.
Hudson, we can fix this.
No, I can. I really like you. You're a great coach. But I'm sorry, I'm going to find someone else.
You're firing me.
Yeah, I guess I am.
You okay?
I'll be better once we have this ultrasound.
Karl said he was onto it.
Oh, at the rate they're going, the baby's going to be born by then.
Hi. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. I just said you could have some visitors.
Come in. Why did you bring flowers?
Oh, Vanessa, I had to. I'm so sorry for what I said to you before.
No, don't be, Kate. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just went on and on and on.
Please, don't be silly. No.
After much pleading, arm twisting and rescheduling, I've managed to get you an ultrasound.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Karl. I'm going to go hydrate.
Oh, that took long enough.
Yes, well, you obviously haven't worked in the public health system. I have to fight for every scrap of resources I've got. Anyway, they can see you now, so hopefully we can find out what's going on.
Great.
And Hudson wouldn't change his mind?
Well, I think after spending all that time with Don, Hudson's scared of going near anything that's vaguely dysfunctional.
Look, I don't like the idea of Joshua being rewarded for his bad behaviour, but would it be such a bad idea if you went back to just coaching only him?
I just feel like I was making real progress with Hudson, you know, showing him there was another way of being coached. And look, I love coaching Josh, but working with someone who wasn't a relative just made me feel a bit more legitimate. You know what? And they both could have gone all the way. And times were improving, and I thought Josh would see that, but Hudson's right. You know, when he's made up his mind, it will not change.
Look, I think it might be a little bit more complicated than that.
Need some company? I spoke to your mum. Why didn't you say something?
Easy to complain about other things, I guess.
You could have told me.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I feel like the whole thing's my fault.
How?
Well, things started getting bad when I went to work with Don. Hudson, stuffing up with Amber, and now this. I thought if we could train together again, I could make up for some of those things. But now that Hudson's there, I'm never going to be able to do it.
You don't owe me anything. You had a decent reason to leave. And no matter what happens, you're my son, and you'll always come first. And if you don't want me to coach Hudson, then I won't try and talk him around.
No, that's cool. I mean, I know that'd be unfair. And he does improve my times. I was wondering, though, do you think maybe you and I could do something outside of swimming, maybe?
Well, we can always go surfing, or...
Not surfing. Anything but surfing.
All right, well, I'm sure we can think of something else. I mean, we could even make it a regular gig like a father-son version of date night. Maybe not.
Anything else, that'd be good.
Well, there's a football table in the men's shed. We could start now by me kicking your butt.
Oh, dream on, old man.
Hey, Dad, do you want to pop down to Harold's and say hi to some people?
No, actually, I might get an early night, sweetheart. I want to be fresh when I see Sheila tomorrow.
Yeah, she didn't mention anything to me about this unrequited love of hers. How did it all begin?
Well, I thought everybody knew from the comments she made.
Oh?
On my blog. You read my blog, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, every day. I just didn't read all the comments.
It's all there in black and white. Poor love. Still, she's not the first woman to fall for Lou Carpenter, and she won't be the last.
No, Dad.
Night, Bailey.
Night.
You don't know anything about this, do you?
Me? No.
Hope he's not losing it. I knew I should have made him do his Sudokus every morning. Let's have a look here. Wow. Wow, there are a lot of comments from Sheila. You look hot. What a wonderful view. Maybe there is something to it. What do you think?
Mum, there's something I need to tell you. I'm Sheila.
You did what?
I pretended to be you online.
And when did you start working for a Nigerian bank?
Well, Gramps kept asking if you checked out his blogs.
Did you tell him I have a life?
Well, he was disappointed, so I posted a few comments under your name. Look, I didn't think it would cause any harm.
Oh, you've made me sound like Elizabeth Hurley prowling for a new Australian husband.
I mean, he is hot in that photo, but I meant sweaty.
What a wonderful view. Oh, his shirt is open to the waist.
Yeah, I was talking about the beach.
Well, he obviously didn't see it that way.
Look, can't you just go along with it for a bit? I mean, it makes him feel so good about himself, and you'll get a free scarf out of it.
You don't give alcohol to an alcoholic, and you don't let Lou Carpenter think that a woman's interested in him when she's not.
Well, he'll feel really bad when you tell him. So.
Oh, I'm not telling him. You made this mess. You clean it up.
Josh. Hey. Look, I just wanted to apologise for the way I've been acting, you know, man. It hasn't been cool. But, you know, Dad told me you sacked him.
Yeah, doesn't matter now.
No, it does. I was out of line. You should come back.
Let me guess, your dad told you to do this?
No.
Then why?
Well, I've come to realise that everyone makes mistakes and people deserve second chances.
Is this still Josh Zero Tolerance Willis I'm talking to? What happened?
Well, Josh Zero Tolerance Willis lost the only girl he ever really cared about because he wouldn't give her a second chance. And I don't want to stuff things with my family and my swimming career for the same reason. And maybe I've learned a few things from training with you. So what do you say?
I'll be in the pool 5 a.m.
Well, I'll be there 4:30.
Then so will I.
Well, we haven't got the blood test back, but Ma, the baby is fine. It was a false alarm. They're just keeping me here for a few days just to be safe. Well, it was a nightmare. I can understand why people go private. Well, we can't, Ma. There's a 12-month waiting period. Anyway, I gotta go. Thanks, Ma. I love you too. Ciao.
I'm sorry we don't have private health insurance.
Oh, there's nothing we can do about it. I was just venting. It was a tough day.
Maybe we should see some specialists.
It costs a lot of money outright. We can't afford it.
Can we afford not to? Maybe just a few appointments.
It'll still be thousands of dollars.
Well, the health of our child is more important than money.
I know, but we are in so much debt. I could have asked Mum for a loan, but no, she's not in a position. I can't put it through.
Yeah, okay. We'll find the money. Somewhere.
All right, everyone ready? Let's begin.
Not too late?
Well, this is a nice surprise.
There's 6 there.
We've missed you. You want a beer?
No, I just want to play.
Of course. Pull up a pew. Now, where were we? My deal, I think.
I raised 5.
I'll see that. And raise 2.
Call. Straight.
Full house. Sorry.
It's just bad luck. A bit of that gun round at the moment.
You want to go again?
I'm out.
That's cool.
I can't fix up what you spotted me just yet.
Take a check. Make it out to cash. I knew you'd be back. Real losers never know when to quit. But just as you say, bit of bad luck. I'll see you next time.